YouTube. Quinn Wade. Coming to y'all with that instant basketball analysis on the Analysis Playground on YouTube, exclusively on there forever. And we're going to talk about how them Bulls ended up getting beat by the Suns in this one, 120 to 110. A shot making ability from the Suns really came through for them in this one, especially in that fourth quarter. Phoenix go to 43 and 35 and 19 and 20 on the road. Chicago go to 29 and 49 and 18 and 22 at home. Season series tied 1-1. So Bulls won the first one by 2 and the Suns won this one. Since the Bulls won't be a playoff or a play-in team, the Suns fans can see the Bulls next year in the regular season. 30 to 30 by the end of the first quarter. 33 to 26 in the second quarter for the Suns. 28 to 23 in the third quarter for the Bulls. And then the fourth quarter was won by the Suns, 34 to 26 for them to win the game by 10. Dillon Brooks, he ended up hitting some nice mid-range jumpers, some nice fadeaways, and a nice pull-up three when it really hurt it for the Bulls to be able to make a run and get back in it to win it. He stepped up. He had 15 points. He went 6 of 15 from the field, 2 of 2 from the free throw line, 1 of 4 from 3 in 33 minutes. He also got 4 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 turnovers, 2 steals, and a block. 2 personal fouls and was a plus 10 and plus minus. Got some good stops. Was at the right spots at the right time. And just had a cold heart for the Bulls in this one. Mark Williams, 26 minutes, 14 points. He went 6 of 8 from the field, 2 of 2 from the free throw line. Get deep, get in a good position, and just try to score when you can with your soft touch or a little bit of strength and focus. He had 8 boards. That was the most on the team. He's out there to do that too. He also had 1 assist, 2 turnovers, and a block. 3 offensive rebound, 1 personal foul, and was a plus 7 and plus minus. Devin Booker, 36 minutes, ended up being a good game from him because he got 30. But he had to go 9 of 22 from the field. He took the most shots on the team. He went 3 of 7 from 3, hit a big one that really sealed the game for the Suns. Other than that, he was at the free throw line where he went 9 to 10 from the free throw line. He's eating really good this entire season, getting to the line. He ain't the fastest, he ain't the quickest, he ain't the strongest, but he has a good handle, a good awareness of what the defense is trying to do. He understands how to beat them. He understands how to trick them, and it's been working his entire career, and it's just working at an all-time high the last couple. He had 3 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 turnover, and a steal. He did almost foul out, though, so they gave it back to him sometimes in this one. He was a plus 3 and plus minus. Jordan Goodwin got the start. He played 24 minutes, had 12 points. It wasn't bad because he went 5 of 5 from the field and 2 of 2 from 3, so he didn't miss a shot in this game. So that's always something that's helpful, especially when you also get 7 boards, and that's something that you need to do. 1 assist, 1 turnover, 3 offensive rebound, 1 personal foul, and a 0 and plus minus. Jalen Green, 36 minutes. He had 25 points. He was getting to the basket, and this jump shot was working enough to where he was a tough cover. 11 to 21 from the field, 2 of 7 from 3, 1 of 2 from the free throw line. He had 4 rebounds, 4 assists. He was a little reckless sometimes, so it cost him. He had 6 turnovers. That was the most on the team. He did have 1 steal and 4 personal fouls and was a plus 8 and plus minus. When you're as athletically gifted as a guy like Jalen Green, your vision can be a little blurry because you feel like I can beat this guy, I can attack this guy, I can do this to this guy. But you still have to make the shot. You still have to make the play. And sometimes it turns into a rush shot, a forced shot, a turnover, or just a bad shot in general. Still figuring it out. That's something that you have to like, that he's still giving you some results that you want to see and you feel like he can get more. That's the trick of potential. But we all buy into it sometimes. So you can't be mad that they did, and he's helping them make the playoffs this year, even though he missed basically the entire season. Colin Gillespie, 24 minutes, 9 points. He ended up scoring the most points off the bench, but he went 3 of 11 from the field and went 3 of 8 from the three-point line. So he didn't shoot the ball that great. He missed a lot of shots from both areas of the court, and he took no free throws on top of that. He did have 3 rebounds, 3 assists, though, with no turnovers. That's still good. And he also got 1 steal in the block, 1 offensive rebound, no personal foul, was a plus 13 and plus minus. Grayson Allen, 16 minutes, 6 points. He ended up going 1 of 2 from 3 and 3 of 4 from the free throw line. Really, really good scoring from him when he could. and he also had a good handle in this one. He had the most rebounds off the bench with 5. He had 2 assists, 1 turnover, and 3 steals. And he also had the most steals on the team, so that also helped out the team. But it did come with 5 personal fouls, and he did also get 3 offensive rebounds, which was good. But he was a +1 and plus minus. Oso Iguodala, 22 minutes, 6 points. He went 3 of 3 from the field, 0 of 2 from the free throw line. He had 4 rebounds, 2 assists, no turnovers, 2 steals, and 3 blocks. He's long, he's fast, he's quick, he's athletic. He didn't give up on plays. They thought it was too easy, so he still challenged it or was able to get to it. Rim protectors are supposed to at least put effort. He did that tonight, even if it was a steal, even if it was just forcing a miss or a tough shot. 2 personal fouls and a +3 and plus minus. Royce O'Neal, 22 minutes, 3 points. He ended up making a 3, missing a 3. That was it for him when it came to scoring. He did have 3 rebounds, 2 assists, and 2 turnovers. He had 2 personal fouls. 1 offensive rebound was a +5 and plus minus. And then you look at them Chicago Bulls. They competed. Their defense just wasn't where it needed to be. And even when it was, it just wasn't good enough to force misses when it mattered. Yabusele was able to hit some threes. He went 2 of 6 from 3. And then he went 3 of 9 from the field. Didn't shoot the ball as great as you would like. But he had 9 boards. That was helpful. 1 assist, 2 turnovers, 2 offensive rebounds, no personal fouls. And a -12 and plus minus. Isaac Okoro played 36 minutes, ended up being the most on the team. He had 10 points. He went 5 of 10 from the field. Half his shots was threes. The problem was he missed all of them. So he made his twos, he made his shots near the basket, but he couldn't make the threes, which they do need him to do. He's out there for that. He had 4 rebounds and 5 assists, kept the ball moving, but it did come with 3 turnovers. He had 2 steals and a block, 2 offensive rebounds, 4 personal fouls, and was a -3. And plus minus Leonard Miller, 33 minutes, 17 points. He went 7 of 14 from the field, 2 of 5 from 3, 1 of 1 from the free throw line. He ended up getting 10 boards, so he finished with a double-double. He's been showing you that he can score and rebound and shoot a little bit throughout this entire time he's been playing. So he's been a solid pickup for them. 2 assists, 3 turnovers, 2 personal fouls, 4 offensive rebounds, -10 and plus minus. Colin Sexton, 31 minutes, 18 points. He went 5 of 15 from the field, 3 of 6 from 3, 5 of 6 from the free throw line. The jump shot was off and on, but it worked enough in this one. And then obviously it's hard to finish sometimes. He had 9 rebounds, 1 assist, and 5 turnovers. The 5 turnovers was the most on the team. He was a little erratic with some of his shot selection and some of his decision making. He did get 3 steals, so he forced him to cough the ball up a little bit too. But he also had 5 personal fouls of his own, which showed you that, he was a little out of it sometimes throughout this game on both ends of the court. He did have 4 offensive rebounds, though. That's good for how little he is, but it's about effort and just timing sometimes. He was a -10 and plus minus. Trey Jones, 31 minutes, 29 points. That ended up being the most on the team. He went 12 of 20 from the field. Don't really expect Trey Jones to take that many shots, but he kept finding ways to get to the basket and things like that. So he said, this is the best shot that we can get, so I'm taking it. He did get 6 assists, so he still did that. That ended up being the most on the team. He also went 1 of 4 from 3, 4 of 4 from the free throw line. He had 3 rebounds. He had 2 turnovers and 2 steals. He also had 3 personal fouls and was a -1 and plus minus. Patrick Williams, 24 minutes. That was the most off the bench. He had 5 points. He went 2 of 8 from the field, 0 of 5 from 3. So he missed basically over half his shots just at the 3-point line. Never really been known as a great shooter. He had 1 free throw, 1 rebound, 3 assists, 1 turnover, 1 steal, 1 block, 3 personal fouls, and was a -11 and plus minus. Aldridge played 16 minutes. He had 1 point. He made 1 free throw. He missed 1. He also missed his only shot from the field. He had 5 rebounds, and that was the most off the bench. He also had 3 assists. That was tied with Patrick Williams for the most off the bench. So he did a lot of other stuff for the team, including getting 1 steal, 2 offensive boards, and finished with 3 personal fouls, which is a lot. In 16 minutes, he was a +2 and plus minus. Mac McClung got some NBA minutes. He had 9 points. He went 2 of 4 from the field. Half his shots was threes. He did miss all of them, which was 2. But he got to the free throw line and went 5 of 7 from the free throw line. I like that fact that he was able to use that handle and that body to be able to get to the free throw line. They thought he was just going to settle for jump shots. He didn't always do that in this one. He had 1 assist, no turnover, and a steal, and a personal foul, 0 in plus minus. Rob Dillingham had another solid game. He played 20 minutes. He had 10 points. It was the most off the bench. He was 4 of 8 shooting from the field. He was 1 of 4 from 3, 1 of 2 from the free throw line. He had 4 rebounds, 2 assists, and 2 turnovers. He had 1 personal foul and was a -4 and plus minus. Yuki, 6 minutes, 3 points. He went 1 of 2 from the field. He made a 3, missed a 3, so that wasn't as bad. He did have 1 rebound. He pushed it a little bit sometimes too. He was able to finish with 2 assists and no turnovers. And the personal foul was a -1 and plus minus. 45% from the field for the Bulls. 45 is really good, but the Suns shot 51%. And then the Bulls shot 26% from 3, and they shot 39 of them. The Suns took 32 of them and shot 41%. And then 23 free throws for the Bulls. They shot 78%. The Suns shot 77%. 46 rebounds for the Bulls, 41 for the Suns. 26 assists for the Bulls, 22 for the Suns. 18 turnovers for the Bulls, 15 for the Suns. Both teams had 10 steals. 2 blocks for the Bulls, 6 for the Suns. 14 offensive rebounds for the Bulls, 11 for the Suns. 32 defensive rebounds for the Bulls, 30 for the Suns. And then 23 personal fouls for the Bulls, 22 for the Suns. A really, really good game from the Suns. They really played some solid D. They was really able to make the help and the breakdowns from, especially on the perimeter. They turned them into threes. They still was able to get to the free throw line. They still was able to make their mid-ranges. They did scored on all 3 levels. Didn't have really any issue with making their shots and making their plays. And the Bulls, they couldn't keep up. They couldn't keep it going as well as the Suns did. And even when they got close and even when it was time for the winning time to happen, the Suns stepped up. They was able to make the shots. They was able to get it to go down. And the Bulls just couldn't do it enough or even get them to miss. Since they was ahead, they was able to close them out and get the win. And it can be like that. Comment, like, subscribe, share. Hit that notification bell to get that analysis when it first come out. Y'all stay blessed up. Y'all stay good. Peace. And I'll see y'all later today, hopefully with more analysis.